Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Columbia City High School. This is Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker, bringing you the action this evening between your Lady Knights and the host, Columbia City Lady Eagles. No video tonight. It will impinge on ticket sales too much, apparently, so we'll be bringing just audio. That's why the screen that you see at home is black. And fortunately enough, we're about 45 feet from the Columbia City Pep Band. You're on. Keep talking. What's going on here? Okay. Well, we lost Derek's audio feed. Why does that not work? There it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, I'm here.
There's Derek.
Yeah, we are about 45 feet from the Pep Band. We're right on the end. There's a padded area in front of us. I like the end of but there's some seating down here. I think the season ticket holders sit down here. Right. Some of the long time.
Some of the handicap seating.
And but yeah, in all, it's a different vantage point anyway.
It is.
And actually, a pretty good crowd from both sides tonight on a Friday.
Well, that's to be anticipated. It's become a rivalry between these two teams over the years, and of course, this is still a conference game as the Knights trying to go to 2-0 this evening against the Eagles. Of course, they opened up against Huntington North. Columbia City, meanwhile, opened their conference season against Leo. That was on Tuesday night?
I think so.
No, that would have been the 5th. I'm sorry. Tonight's the 11th. It would have been Saturday night. Yeah, I'm ready to go on vacation.
Yeah,
so I'm a little bit off on
vacation mode. A day
That's
early.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Overall, Columbia City 2-6 coming into this game, and they're still trying to figure out how to replace the losses of their two big scorers last year, both guards, Aubrey Wright and Macy Heinen. Both graduated last year. Between the two of them, they averaged 28 points per game. That's a lot of scoring to try to replace, Derek.
It sure is. And as I look at their schedule, there's a couple of quality losses on there. You have Carroll on there. You have Dwenger on there. Whitco's on there. Whitco's ranked in 2A.
Yeah.
So not a lot of they've had a tough schedule to this point. Snyder is down a little bit this year from what I understand. Mm-hmm. But the scoring line is just at 45 points on offense on the average.
Yeah.
As
yeah, it is down, and I think that's primarily because of the fact that they still have not figured out solutions to their guard situation. Now, some of the prospective players that we may see tonight in those particular positions include Darian Farber, who's a junior, as well as Holly Martinez. Elise Cormany, who's listed as a guard, was kind of a swing person last year between forward and guard. And we may see her handle the ball a little bit more as well this year than what she did last year.
Yeah, that's right. And I was also handed down a message from Jamie Feldheiser that he lied when he gave me the starters. So told you to check your phone, and they are on there.
Okay, so. Very good. We'll make sure we announce those correctly when it's time to do so. I appreciate him going to the trouble of doing that. Oh, okay, so we'll make those corrections. The Knights, on the other hand, 8-0 on the season. They've had an excellent start here, about a third of the way through the year. Quality wins against Huntington North, Warsaw, Concordia, Northwood, Canterbury, Wayne, Dwenger, just about everybody. The only really pushover they've had so far was their last victory at home on Wednesday night versus Eastbrook, and they just didn't have much trouble at all, Derek.
Yeah, that's right. And one of the things that's impressed me so far to be from the Lady Knights standpoint is on offense. They've been very consistent. They've had 6 of their 8 games they've been in the 60s. They hit 71 game. The only game they didn't score 60 or more was the Warsaw game in overtime, and they won 49-45, and frankly, they just didn't shoot the ball well. It's not that they played that poorly. They didn't have a lot of turnovers. They just didn't shoot the ball well there. But it's that win kind of stands out to me, and it's really good to see them overcome adversity, being down 2 points with 10 seconds left. That's the kind of game on the road that gets you ready for the tournament in February.
Yeah, and like Warsaw, Columbia City, always a difficult place to play as well. It does not seem to matter how the two teams pair up. It's
That's
always
right.
a tough game when you're playing Columbia City. It's a little bit different look over here. It's a very old gym. The lighting is very yellow. There's like a yellow cast to the entirety of the gym. It's a little dark.
It's a little cramped.
Yeah.
There's the bleachers run all the way to the wall on one side.
Right.
But the Knights might as well get familiar with this gym because regionals here, and if they can win the sectional, then they'll be back here in February.
Yeah, the tournament, we talked about it a little bit the other night. It's going to have a very different look if the Knights are able to progress, as the sectional will be at home, right?
Yeah, sectionals at home.
Regionals here, and semi-state at Carroll.
Correct, and that's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, it sure is. Now, I don't know where the state finals are this year.
It's Bankers Life.
Okay,
yep.
So they're going back there after a few years of other locations.
Yeah, last year they started going back to Bankers Life. A few years before that, they alternated. They had it in Fort Wayne one year. They had it in Terre Haute. Yeah, they've had it about everywhere.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Of course, this Norwell team does have an expectation of making a deep run in the tournament, barring any unforeseen circumstances like injury or something else that we wouldn't necessarily be able to anticipate.
Yeah, that's right. And this team is expected to do great things. They've lived up to the expectations so far, but now we're starting to get into conference play. This is games that really start to matter. And the whole big thing is you got to get ready for the tournament. And we talk about it all the time. But these kind of games on the road, in a little bit of a hostile environment, a little bit of a rivalry game, doesn't really matter how strong your opponent is. I mean, 2-6 doesn't look that impressive on paper, but it's always going to be a tough game, especially when you're on the road.
Absolutely correct. We've got a few minutes before tip-off. We'll take a break and be back with your pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Well, welcome back to Columbia City. We do have a couple of new looks for you tonight on our overlays as we've incorporated a new scoreboard. Now the time, obviously, on that scoreboard, you'll see 15 minutes there currently. That is not going to be correct. We're anticipating that's a static display, but of course it is brought to you again by Subway here at Columbia City this evening. The other thing we're going to try to bring you is a halftime and then final game stats overlay that you'll be able to see on your computer screen at home as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting graphic. That looks pretty neat to me, so it'd be nice to try out a couple new features with our relatively new software.
Yep.
New this season anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. We also attempted to get a Twitter feed. Our goal is to have a scrolling Twitter feed across the bottom of the screen at some point.
Yeah.
We figured out a way to instantly alert you to other game scores via a Twitter feed, but we don't quite have that working correctly yet.
Yeah, and of course with new software there always is bugs. We also have timeouts, bonus, and double bonus to show up because we were previously actually using a football scoreboard.
Right.
And then I'm also excited to see what the baseball scoreboard is going to look like for the spring.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, of course we'll be bringing you, and that'll be almost all audio, only for baseball. But, yeah, excited to see how some of those features show up as well. But tonight we're excited for this contest between the Lady Knights and the Lady Eagles. We're just about set for the national anthem here, and when we are, we'll let you join us for that, as the Columbia City Pep Band is in the house. As Elise Cormany will address the crowd. That's one cool thing that they do here, Derek. They have a student athlete read the sportsmanship.
Yeah. The other place I saw that happen this year was Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
They did it actually from both teams. They had a player from both teams read it. So I think the last time we were here, they had the small scrolling advertisement board. I think they played a video sportsmanship ad
you know
on
what?
that.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
Actually, that was during the tournament.
During the sectional.
Yeah.
And I also neglected to mention that not only are we 45 feet from the Pep Band, we're 15 feet from the Columbia City student section. So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As well as some very boisterous Columbia City fans. So you'll definitely get an unbiased view tonight. Now, because the PA system is not great here at Columbia City, well, actually, it sounds pretty good right now, so you should be able to pick it up at home. We'll go ahead and join the local public address announcer for your starting lineup.
Lady Knights, number 10, Brielle Wilson. Number 14, Madison Knight. Number 22, Colton Beard. Number 30,
once again, those starters for Norwell, it's Sawyer, Roller, Conrad, Shelton, and Strunk for head coach Eric Thornton in his 19th year at Norwell with a record of 277 and 144 for Columbia City. It's Farber, Pettigrew, Cormany, Decker, and Krieg for head coach Amy Shear in her 6th year at Columbia City with a record of 66 and 60. Over the last 15 years, Norwell leads this series 12-5. Their last meeting, of course, was in sectional, and it was a tight one.
It was.
As Norwell defeated Columbia City 44-43.
Boy, in that one, Norwell led the vast majority of the way. Columbia City made a late charge as Stephanie Conrad wins the tip, and Norwell came out on top with a huge shot from Liera Eisnagel.
That's right.
And then Columbia City had their chance, but they couldn't convert, and Norwell won the sectional on their home floor.
Right now, Columbia City appears to be in the man-to-man, and what a shot by Stephanie Conrad as she is able to muscle it up through 2 sets of arms, and it gets Norwell on the board. The foul was called on. Who's the foul called on?
I'm not sure, and they threw it away on the rebound.
It was on number 20. Chelsea Pettigrew, so first of the game, first on the team, and Norwell gets the ball back here on the turnover. Casey Strunk will set things up. Coach Shear going with the man-to-man defense. Most teams have been starting out in a 2-3 against the Knights. Look for the back cut there, not available. Quinn Shelton into the lane, she scores, and it's a quick 4-0 Norwell lead. If you're looking at the scoreboard at home, that clock is not moving. So 7:10 left here in the first quarter. A number of returners for Columbia City in the front court. Pettigrew, Krieg, Decker, all back. Pettigrew and Krieg are juniors. Decker is a senior. But they've only got 2 seniors on this squad. Johnson, the other, and she didn't start. As chasing it down was Cormany.
Ooh.
Wow, that was not a lot of contact on Mackenzie Sawyer, but it'll be a foul. So it does look like Elise Cormany with a little bit more ball handling responsibility than she had last year.
Yeah, that's right. She certainly didn't have near as much, but she's going to have to step up big for the Lady Eagles, try to lead them to play it down to the wire again, and I think Columbia City has to keep the turnover count down if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, Cormany, well, I don't see her average on here. Chelsea Pettigrew averaged 10 points a game last week. As Casey Strunk picks up her first foul. That's going to send number 10, Darian Farber, to the line for the Lady Eagles, and she gets on the board with her first free throw.
It's worth it's worth noting that the JV game was called pretty tight as well. Mm-hmm. And from the looks of this, it looks like it's going to be called that way, at least from the start.
The JV suffered their first loss of the season this evening. Oh, nice move by Casey Strunk as she got to the rim, just couldn't get it to go down. 6:38 to go here in the first. Norwell up 4-1. Oh, nice steal by Strunk. She heads the other way, being chased, puts it up, and is fouled by Reagan Decker. Decker, a 5'6" senior. Decker and Johnson, the only 2 seniors on this Columbia City squad. Casey will go to the line to shoot a pair with 6:31 left here in the first quarter. Just a little bit off to the right on that free throw.
That's where Stephanie's was as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, just the look and feel of a gym can make
Big
such
time.
a difference in your shooting. As Casey good on that second one to get Norwell's lead back to 4. Handling it in the backcourt is Farber, and the Knights now in the 1-3-1 trap with Shelton up top. The cross-court pass back to Farber underneath, almost picked off by Conrad. Now Farber will launch a long 3, no good. Conrad in there with good position for the rebound, and Kaylee Roller will bring it up. Kaylee gets the start tonight and lays it up and in as she gets all the way to the rim. Good move by Roller, aggressive move. As she almost gets the steal on the other end.
Whoa.
Cross-court pass.
Nice catch by Coach Thornton.
Fired into Coach Thornton's hands. Baseball pass. That's another turnover on Columbia City. And we've got substitutions, and we're going to have a timeout as Coach Shear will take, I'm guessing, a 30-second timeout with the Knights up by 6. We'll take a quick break. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. The Knights up 7-1.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
5:52 left here in the first. Norwell will have the basketball, leading by a score 7-1. And now it appears that they're still in the man-to-man. I thought they might have gone to a 2-3 there for a second. Quinn Shelton with the left hand can't get it to go. Good defense by 24, Holly Martinez, who's in for the Eagles out of the break. She's got the ball on the right wing with 5.5 minutes to go. I'm going to have to talk a little bit more. I'm used to having that visual aid of the camera as Elise Cormany handles it. This is pure play-by-play when you're doing it without the...
Whoa.
And they're going to say that ball is out of bounds to Columbia City as Kaylee Roller, who was on her back, touched the line with the ball touching her. So Columbia City retains possession. Martinez, I believe, will inbound. Actually, Martinez is at the corner. That must be Farber. Can you read her number down there?
Underneath?
Yeah.
That's Decker.
Decker.
That's
30,
30.
Reagan Decker.
Yep.
Shows how bad my eyes are getting, Derek. That's Martinez with the basketball up top being guarded by Conrad. Norwell on the man-to-man. Pettigrew gives it up. Almost thrown away. Conrad got a hand on it. Now Farber will reset the offense for the Eagles. They're having a tough time trying to do anything against Norwell's defense right now. Norwell just a little bit too quick and athletic. The turnaround shot by Cormany, no good. However, the offensive putback is going to drop for Chelsea Pettigrew. And Quinn Shelton's going to pick up her first foul. That's the team's third. 2 team fouls so far on Columbia City. And after having just 8 fouls called in the first half of Wednesday night's game, 5 already here, 3.5, just a little over 3 minutes into the first quarter. 3-point play good for Pettigrew.
Boy, Pettigrew had a really interesting free throw attempt there as Conrad drives the basket and gets the bucket, but she had a wide stance at the line.
She did. Conrad, that was very easy for Stephanie. She just cut through a couple players and laid it in. Norwell back in the trap. Looks like that may be their MO right now to play it off a score. Cormany trying to get the shot, and the long cross-court pass picked off, batted around on the ground, finally recovered by Farber for Columbia City. Cormany testing the water, can't go anywhere, gives it back to Farber. The underneath pass picked off by Roller, but it falls out of bounds. It'll remain Columbia City's ball. 4:03 left as Madison Dunnick will check in for Coach Thornton and replace Quinn Shelton in the Norwell lineup. Columbia City with the ball on the far end from us at the moment. Norwell coming towards us. Farber having trouble up top and controlling the basketball against Norwell's press, being pressured by Dunnick and Strunk. It was off Strunk's foot, out of bounds. So Decker will inbound again, this time to Cormany. Cormany finds Farber. Farber looking for help in the trap. Batted away from her. It goes across the timeline, picked up scrambling to try to get back as Farber. She finally does to Cormany. Cormany tries to get it underneath. That pass, wow. No call, as it appeared as though she was laying on the sideline. But Holly Martinez picks it up and drops a 16-footer. And we talked about the fact that this is a hostile environment. The ball's certainly not going Norwell's way here early on. 3:20 left in the first quarter. Kaylee Roller up top with the ball being guarded by Cormany. Now Dunnick into the lane, tripped, and a foul is going to be called against the Eagles. Just the third team foul. It'll go against number 24, Holly Martinez. Quinn Shelton will check back in for the Knights, replacing Kaylee Roller. Inbounding for Norwell on that foul on the floor, Strunk, and boy, that was a tough pass. But good job by Conrad.
It's a jump ball, yep.
Conrad able to bat it backwards as she crossed the 10-second line. Unfortunately for the Knights, the possession arrow is favoring Columbia City at the moment.
It's a first turnover for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, I don't see that possession arrow doing anything. I actually think that possession arrow is where is supposed to be where that clock is. As called for traveling is number 20, Chelsea Pettigrew. Norwell gets the ball back, leading by 3, just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kind of lazy pass there by Strunk. It'll lead to a held ball, and Norwell will get it back. Casey just assumed that Madison Dunnick was behind her, and she was not. As Sawyer inbounding, gets it into Strunk. Strunk's going to be hit on the head.
That's Decker's second foul.
That'll be the fourth team foul on Columbia City. I think we're going to get to use our bonus buttons tonight, Derek. Our new bonus buttons. Conrad controls the pass on the wing. Oh, nice spin move inside. Lays it up, can't get it to go. And the rebound's controlled by Darian Farber. Columbia City with a chance to tie.
It's a nifty move by Conrad.
Wow, what a shot underneath there by...
it was Decker, I think.
Yeah, it was. Shelton's shot's partially blocked by Cormany, and Cormany will head the other way. Yeah, that was Cormany open for a 16-footer, long
foul
off the
call.
backboard, and the foul's going to be called on Chelsea Pettigrew. She doesn't appear to be too happy with the call. That'll be her second.
It's the
team's fifth.
We might be able to use a bonus button before the first quarter.
Yeah. Couple of subs for Columbia City. 32, Morgan Bales is in there, along with number 44, Bella Krieg. Norwell with the basketball. Strunk finds Dunnick. Dunnick into the lane, blocked from behind by Martinez. And a double dribble is going to be called on Morgan Bales. For the Knights, Kaylee Roller checks back in, replacing Mackenzie Sawyer. Mackenzie didn't even get a shot off in the first 6 minutes of this one.
Neither team shooting real well.
Norwell's had great looks.
Yeah, they have.
As their misses have come right at the basket. Strunk into the lane, stops her dribble. Shelton, she'll go baseline. Try to get it to Dunnick, but it's batted out of bounds by Martinez. It'll remain Norwell's ball right in front of us here. Kaylee Roller inbounding to Strunk. Strunk tries to spin on Bales. Gets around her into the lane. No foul called. And Holly Martinez pulls down the rebound. Now a foul's going to be called on Norwell. It's going to go on Quinn Shelton. That'll be her second. And Coach Thornton's going to set her down as Mackenzie Sawyer comes back onto the floor. Boy, that was an interesting call. Minute 24 left here in the first. Darian Farber Gets it across the timeline. That's Holly Martinez. Martinez looking for help. Gets it back to Farmer. Farber against Strunk. Tries to spin back. Martinez gets it underneath, and a travel call on Bella Krieg as she just didn't get her feet settled. Yeah. Bella, a 5'10" junior.
Columbia City's got 6 turnovers now. The Lady Knights with just 1.
Strunk handling it. Now Dunnick. Dunnick, good.
Wow.
You know, they're really, great pass underneath to Conrad. She's fouled. As Casey Strunk did a great job of seeing the floor there on the run, finding Conrad on the baseline. Foul's going to go against Bella Krieg, her first, team 6th. So the next one will put the Knights in the bonus. This, of course, is a shooting foul, and the first points for Norwell in a while.
Forgot we had the timeout
feature. I did too. Yep. Those are the little yellow bars you see in the scoreboard on your screen. Conrad now with how many?
Conrad's got 6.
Yeah, 6 of the 11 Norwell points. Very low scoring here. Certainly being played to the pace that Columbia City would prefer. Holly Martinez loses it. Strunk will race up court the other way, get fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul's going to be on Farber with the body. Casey will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Nice job of Casey leaning in to try to draw that foul and get the free throws.
It's kind of a delayed call.
It was.
Thought for a second it wasn't going to be called. As Casey's struggling from the line a little bit this evening. She's 1 for 3 now. As Lindy Dial's going to check in for Casey after this free throw if she makes it. And she does. Norwell's lead up to 6. And Dial in for the first time on the evening. Lindy, one of the 6 seniors on this Norwell squad, listed at 5'4", but plays more of a forward type position. Up top is Farber, and she throws it away. Mackenzie Sawyer the other way. She'll lay it up and in. And the Knights take advantage of another Columbia City turnover with 13 seconds left in the quarter. Martinez up top, looks for help. She throws it away, but it's finally gathered in to the lane. And what a move by Bales, Morgan Bales. Norwell will not get a shot off, and that was just kind of a loose ball situation. It comes out in Columbia City's favor. We'll take a break here from a couple of our sponsors and be back. Norwell leading by 6.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Instead of free hot dogs and gimmicky sales, you will find friendly, hassle-free salespeople who will help you define the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram vehicle that fits your budget and lifestyle. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is more important to you than gimmicky sales and hot dogs, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
Welcome back to Columbia City and the start of the second quarter. Norwell up 14-8 on the floor for the Knights. It's Strunk, Sawyer, Shelton, Dunnick, and Roller. For Columbia City, it's Farber, Martinez, Cormany, Krieg, and that girl right there.
That's Morgan Bales.
There we go. Thank you, Derek. Sharper eyes than I has another steal by Strunk. She heads the other way and is hammered.
Wow.
A lot of ball up top, but a lot of body down low by Elise Cormany. That'll send Casey Strunk back to the line. Boy, she is piling up the steals so far this evening. Casey Strong again with her first free throw.
Yeah, and the turnover count, and unfortunately I don't keep track of steals, but the turnover count's 9-1. Casey, I believe, is 3 of 6 from the line.
Yeah.
Yep, she is, and the team is 5 of 9.
She's had the same pattern on every set. Missed the first, made the second. Norwell back in their trap. That pass almost picked off again by Strunk. Martinez on the right side, looking for help, finds Farber way up top. Now Farber will attack the left side. Strunk almost took it away from her. Martinez, who's a big girl, listed at 5'8", doing a lot of the ball handling up top. She launches a long three.
Oh, banked it in.
And makes it a 4-point game.
Yeah, she banked that in, and that's the first three-pointer attempted by either team.
Again, Strunk gets inside, puts it up, misses the shot. And pulling down the rebound was Bella Krieg. Farber the other way for the Eagles. She'll go all the way to the baseline, trapped there. Dunnick tried to take it away from her, couldn't get it. Martinez shot bouncing several times on the rim. That putback missed by 32 Bales, and the Knights head the other way. Sawyer trying to drive. Now Dunnick in the little weave. Strunk leaves it for Sawyer for three. No good. Rebound to Cormany for Columbia City. 6:20 to go here in the half. Cormany. Farber, now Martinez on the left side being guarded by Dunnick. Martinez tries to drive. Wild shot misses, but Cormany's there. And she's going to draw the foul. We'll see who that's charged to. It'll go on Casey Strunk.
It's her second.
Team's fifth. Norwell already in the bonus. And that is that little thing that's sticking up above your Subway scoreboard on your screen at home. As Cormany can't get the first one to go down, Quinn Shelton will check in for Casey Strunk. Shelton also has 2 fouls, so she's got to be careful.
One thing you can see better from this vantage point, besides whether the shot's left or right, is the passing lanes. You can really easily pick out whether who's going to be stepping in or not.
Conrad heading the other way on that missed free throw. Now Shelton up top, looking for help, leaves it for Roller. Roller working on Bales. Bales can't stop her on the kick to Dunnick, no good, as Madison not able to draw iron on that three-pointer. It rolls out of bounds harmlessly, and it'll be Columbia City's ball. Farber handling it for the Eagles. She's done most of that, along with Martinez up top. That's Bales trying to get inside. Good pass to Krieg. Krieg lost the ball. And a foul's going to be called.
Yeah.
We'll see who's that's on.
It's Mackenzie Sawyer.
That's her second. Team sixth. Wow. 14 fouls called already here in the first half. Oh, nice drive, and that was too easy as Bales gets to the rim.
There's a timeout.
It's a 2-point Norwell lead. Coach Thornton wants a timeout. It's a 30-second variety. We'll be back with Norwell up 15-13, 5:28 to go in the half.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Well, Norwell's been able to do exactly what they want to do against the man-to-man defense, Derek, but they've missed free throws and they've missed shots at the rim.
Yeah, that's right. The Lady Knights are shooting 5 of 18 for the field. That's 28%, and just 5 of 9 from the free throw line. So struggling for the Lady Knights that are getting the looks they want. They just aren't be able to finish at the rim, and then Kaylee Roller turns it over.
Yeah, good steal by...
foul's going to be called on Madison Dunnick.
Yeah, the steal was by Morgan Bales. As Kaylee just got a little careless with the basketball, tried to cross over in front of the defender. Only this, second turnover on the Knights?
I believe so. Yeah, that's right.
It was the first foul called on Madison Dunnick, and Holly Martinez has a chance to tie this ball game up if she can knock down this second free throw.
It's a low-scoring affair, and you'd think for as many fouls that have been called, it'd be a little higher scoring.
Norwell picked to win this one. 63-42 is all tied with 5:09 left here in the first half. Lindy Dial's also out there. She came in for the Knights after the break.
Yeah, that's a foul on Shelton, I believe. Yep, it is. That can't be well, I didn't think that could be 1-1 because I thought it was player control, but I don't think she had the ball when she fouled.
I didn't think she did either, Derek.
That's her third foul.
Yeah, she's going to go to the bench, and Mackenzie Sawyer is going to re-enter. Going to the line to shoot one in bonus is Elise Cormany. Cormany, who's not done a whole lot of scoring so far tonight, misses that first free throw.
Nice block
and
out.
Lindy Dial comes out of there with it. Lindy leaves it for Dunnick. Dunnick will launch the three. No good. Conrad, though, great rebound. Now Roller for three, no good. Rebound controlled by Dunnick again, and a foul's going to be called on Columbia City. As a good hustle play there by Madison Dunnick to corral that offensive rebound. Alexa Mallory's going to check in for the Knights and replace Mackenzie Sawyer. Mackenzie's got 2 fouls as well. So that gives Norwell certainly some more size on their front line. Dunnick 1-1, and she is able to knock down her first attempt. Out there for the Knights right now, it's Conrad, Mallory, Dunnick, Dial, and Roller. Entering for the first time for Columbia City, number 40, Crystal Van Houten. She's a junior. As Martinez takes a seat, and Dunnick good on both free throws to give Norwell the lead back. Darian Farber will head the other way for the Eagles. That's Cormany up top, being guarded by Dial. On the right side now, that was Van Houten. Back to Cormany. They swing it around on the left side. I believe that's Bales. Cannot read her number very well. She's got a very long ponytail. As Farber will reset the offense for the Eagles. Baseline, Cormany with a tough shot. Rebounded by Roller. Roller gets hammered.
That's a foul.
And Kaylee will go to the line. She landed hard on her hip.
Double.
The foul called on number 32, Morgan Bales. She's the one I'm having a hard time reading her number. It looks just like a 22 with the way her ponytail hangs against it. Bales is a 5'7" junior. Roller misses another free throw for the Knights. 4:14 left here in the half.
Still pretty low scoring.
Oh, very low scoring. Norwell will try to get a 3-point lead here.
Keep in mind their average, as I talked about a little bit before, is 64 points a game. They got just 18 points halfway through the second quarter.
And it's not like they haven't had opportunities, because they have, and not of the long variety. I mean, they've missed a lot of shots right at the rim and inside the free throw line. Farber handling it for Columbia City. That's Cormany being guarded by Dial, looking for help. Conrad, who's guarding Van Houten.
Nice steal.
Madison Dunnick ended up with it. Credit Conrad with the steal. And Dial the other way. Now Roller leaves it for Dial again. 3:42 to go. Dial, Dunnick testing the left side. She'll reset up top. Leaves it for Conrad. Conrad on the motion offense gets to the rim. Can't hit the shot again.
Over the back on Alexa Mallory.
No contact, but certainly Alexa's hands were above the hands of Bella Krieg. So tonight, that is the definition of a foul. And Bella Krieg will go to the line to shoot 1-1. And the next foul will put Columbia City into the double bonus. So
bonus buttons getting a workout.
yes, they are. 19 fouls called here in the first half. And
Another miss.
And an offensive rebound. Put back, missed again. Another rebound. As that's on the floor, Kaylee Roller comes out of there with it. Oh, and they give the ball back to Columbia City. That basketball appeared to be, well, I might have missed it. It appeared to be off Columbia City.
It was off Columbia City.
That nobody in the Norwell crowd saying anything is Farber.
Yeah, they've got a little bit better angle. They're kind of right on it. We're kind of perpendicular to
away.
it. There's a double dribble.
On Cormany.
Yep.
As
Columbia City turns it over for the 11th time.
Norwell with how many turnovers to this
Norwell's
point?
just got 2.
Okay.
But
3:08 to go.
Right, and they're shooting 24%.
Yeah, that's what's
that's the
killing
problem.
Right now. Conrad, they've got a lot of people in foul trouble. Conrad loses it. It'll remain.
Nope, gave it to Columbia City.
Okay, so they say it's off Stephanie. Columbia City gets it back, and they can tie it with a 3. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. Farber across the timeline. Norwell playing man-to-man defense. Cormany tries to get it inside.
And
does to Krieg. Again, not really much contact as Krieg able to get it in over Madison Dunnick. Madison Dunnick standing there straight up. They call the foul.
And then they've been pretty darn consistent. It's just everything's a foul.
Yeah, exactly.
Another
Krieg
miss.
Not able to tie it, and Madison Dunnick heads the other way. She'll work on Farber and leave it for Conrad. Coach Thornton trying to keep his players with 2 fouls on the bench. Dunnick into the lane, can't hit the shot. No foul on that particular drive. And Farber.
And then called a foul on the other end. That's her third. Madison's third.
It's kind of a silly foul there
that
by
was
Madison.
Frustration foul.
Rouse is going to come in here.
Yep.
Logan Rouse, number 44 for the Knights.
Yeah, this is going to be her last chance to get in because she played 4 quarters of JV.
Oh, okay. Darian Farber able to tie it up from the free throw line. She'll try to put the Eagles ahead as Rouse in for Dunnick.
Interesting what happened in the JV game. The Lady Knights had 3 players foul out, and they finished with 4 on the floor.
Did you see that? As a nice wrestling move there by 42 for Columbia City. That's Natalia Johnson who came in off the
that's
break.
A wild shot.
Offensive rebound missed, and Alexa Mallory came out of there with it. That was Bales on the putback. Roller as Rouse launches it, can't get it to go, and steps on the end line. How does he give that ball to Columbia City?
Stephanie briefly touched it, and I don't understand how they make that call. I mean, he's right there. We're right here.
Yeah, Johnson never lost possession of the basketball.
Wow.
Well, okay. We're at Columbia City.
Yep, keep that in mind.
Bales tries to drive, can't hit. However, the offensive rebound is put in by Bella Krieg, and Columbia City takes their first lead of the game.
The problem right now is the Knights are not blocking out on rebounds. Columbia City's getting way too many rebounds. There's a turnover by Kaylee Roller.
To a person who is not there, and Elise Cormany on the other end makes it a 4-point
timeout, Coach Thornton.
Columbia City lead. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break and be back. Your Knights trail by 4. We'll be back.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to Columbia City. Along with Derek Decker, this is Greg Van Meter, and it's been a bewildering game, Derek.
It has been. There have been 21 fouls called to this point. It's 22-18 Columbia City. And frankly, at this point, Columbia City's gotten offensive rebounds, and they're getting putbacks. They're getting second and third chances all the time. And if you're the Lady Knights, you got to block out and not allow that.
Yep.
Because that's where the majority of the points are coming from. And the Knights shooting 22% of this point and still yet to knock down a three.
And they haven't shot that many from beyond the arc.
0 for 5.
Kaylee Roller across the timeline with 1:20 left as she blows past her defender. A foul is going to be called from behind. I think it's going to go on Bales, but we'll have to check it. Yep. That's her second foul.
A lot of players in foul trouble.
Kaylee Roller will go to the line to shoot a pair. Trying to get the Knights back to within 2.
Another miss. They are shooting 8 for 14 from the line.
Yeah, and that's just won't get the job done.
No.
As Rollo will try to make it a 3-point game. She does.
It's been pretty consistent. Miss the first and make the second.
Yep. We talked about the fact this can be a very difficult place to shoot for visitors. It's just different. It's hard to see. Yellow cast, we talked about that. Farber being guarded by Roller for the Eagles. Cormany bulls her way in and travels. That'll be another turnover on Columbia City. Boy, you look at all the peripheral stats and you would think Norwell would be up by 20 right now.
Yeah, they've got 12 turnovers. The Knights have just 4. A lot of fouls being called both ways. The Knights have shot a ton of free throws, but they just haven't been converting around the rim as well. If you look at the shot chart, it's all around the rim, and Steph converts at the rim this time.
Yeah, Stephanie just slicing through the defense. Makes it a 22-21 Columbia City lead with 33 seconds left. Farber up top. Knights in a man-to-man. Farber weaving back and forth across the top of the key with 25 seconds. They're going to try to take one shot here, I think. Conrad now on Farber. Stephanie Conrad, interestingly, the one Knight who's not in foul trouble. Elise Cormany leaves it for Farber up top with 12 seconds. Farber holding the basketball. Now with 8, she'll move. Cormany on the wing. And gives it over to Roll.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, that was Dial. And Dial threw it away. The shot by Bales at the buzzer did not go in. And it was a tale of missed opportunities here in the first half for the Knights. We'll take a break. Columbia City leading at the half, and quite a surprise, 22-21. We'll take a break, hear from some sponsors, and be right back.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
Christmas puts a special glow in the eyes of children, giving parents and grandparents a lifetime of precious memories. Christmas means brightly wrapped presents, colorful lights, pine cones, and candles. These Christmas thoughts are sent to you with best wishes and a happy holiday from everyone at First Bank of Bern. Your patronage during the past year has been deeply appreciated, and First Bank of Bern looks forward to serving you in the new year. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to Columbia City. The Lady Eagles lead the Lady Knights 22-21 at half. A little bit of a surprise, but we do have some stats to share with you. We know you can see them on the new graphics on your screen. There's a variety of stats on there, but we'll get right to the individual stats. We'll start with the Lady Eagles of Columbia City. They were 8 of 24 from field goal percentage. They were 33%. 1 of 2 from the three-point line and 7 of 22 from inside. 5 of 12 from the free throw line for 42%. 18 team rebounds and 13 turnovers. Individually, Darian Farber had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Chelsea Pettigrew had 3 points and 2 rebounds. Elise Cormany, 4 points and 3 rebounds. Holly Martinez, 7 points and 1 rebound. Morgan Bales, 2 points and 5 rebounds. And Bella Krieg had 4 points and 2 rebounds for a team total of 22 points and 18 rebounds. For your Lady Knights, they're shooting 6 of 25 from the field for 24%, 0 of 5 from the three-point line for 0%, and 6 of 20 from inside for 30%. They have 12 team rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 21 points at the break. Individually, Mackenzie Sawyer has 2 points. Madison Dunnick, 2 points and 3 rebounds. Kaylee Roller, 4 points, 1 rebound. Stephanie Conrad, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Alexa Mallory had a rebound. Quinn Shelton, 2 points and 1 rebound. Casey Strunk, 3 points and 1 assist. Lindy Dial had a defensive rebound. And Logan Rouse took a 3 in one of them that were missed in the first half. Overall, the Lady Knights just couldn't get anything going on offense. They missed a lot of shots at the rim. And the Lady Eagles currently hold the 22-21 lead. As we mentioned, it was a 62-43 prediction in this one in favor of the Lady Knights, but we talked about how you come on the road in a hostile environment and a little bit of a different environment from a total atmosphere standpoint. We talked about the lighting and just everything that can affect shooting percentages, free throw percentages, everything of the sort. And at half, the Columbia City Lady Eagles have, and where I look at it, is second chance points. If we had a second chance points on there, it'd definitely be dominated by the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, sure would. Did you get through all of them?
We're good.
All right, good job, Derek. We hope you appreciate this stats screen. It really tells the tale of the tape.
It does.
With offensive rebounds significantly in Columbia City's favor. That's where most of their points have come from. And Norwell just cannot find the bottom of the basket. I heard you talking about that just a little bit as I sat down, Derek, and we'll talk about what we think the Knights can do differently in the second half after these words from our sponsors.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
The Big Philly Cheesesteak. Every meat lover's dream. With lots of steak smothered in melted cheese, it's easy to see why this classic is the taste that Philly is so proud of. Subway melts loaded up with your favorite fresh fixins and lots of ooey gooey melty cheese. They're the ultimate in flavor. For a limited time only, try the chicken cordon bleu or the chicken marinara melt. It's melted goodness made irresistible. Subway of Bluffton. Eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you on North Main and inside Walmart.
Welcome back to Columbia City in the halftime show. We're about 3 minutes. Actually, we're still about 2.5 minutes to go before we start the second half as Norwell back out on the floor. And Derek, I'll tell you one thing that wouldn't surprise me to see out of Coach Thornton here in the second half is if he extends that pressure defensively into the backcourt.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not like they were lackadaisical on defense. I mean, a lot of players were really hustling, but again, offensive rebounds, they allowed way too many of them, and even for a little bit of an undersized team. And it's understood that Shelton wasn't in there at the end because she had foul trouble, but there's no excuse for not blocking out, and that's what's been happening. They've been forcing Columbia City to take wild shots on the first attempt, but they're being real close to the rim on the second attempt, and they're easy lay-ins, and no team's going to miss those.
Right. And, of course, part of what's contributing to that difficulty with getting rebounding position is the fact that when the Knights are in the trap, in the zone trap, it makes it much more difficult to put a body on a rebounder.
That's right. And but, overall they forced, 13 turnovers in the first half, so there's not too much more you can ask for on defense. As far as offense goes, you got to be able to finish at the rim. Yeah. And if you get to the rim and you can't finish there, you better draw a foul because they're probably going to call a foul, but you better convert from the free throw line.
22 fouls?
21 fouls. 21 fouls in that first half.
Wow. I mean, that is just, in stark contrast to what we saw on Wednesday night, which I believe 8 fouls called in the first half.
Yeah.
At the most. And I think 15 for the game.
Something like that. It's ridiculous. And that game was, to be fair, that was much less physical than this one is right now.
True.
Especially with 2 good opponents. And this is a conference game. I'm very surprised. Usually in a conference game, you don't see that many fouls called. It's usually a more physical game, and that's kind of the way it goes. But tonight it's been everything's a foul. Sometimes you don't even have to touch them to be a foul.
Yeah, it has been called extremely tight. And interestingly enough, we've not seen too much inconsistency. I mean, it has been called tight.
That's right.
The whole way. But the reality is also the fact that a tightly called game favors the home team.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt, as Columbia City not nearly as fast, not nearly as athletic as Norwell is, and when you've got those fouls being called so closely, it doesn't allow you to play as aggressive a defensive scheme as what you'd like. Norwell start the second half with the basketball.
Whoa.
Sawyer, Roller, Strunk, Conrad, and Shelton out there. Shelton with 3 fouls. Sawyer, that's Shelton on the wing. And now Columbia City, they're playing man-to-man. They're just playing real loose on the inside defender. Strunk, a little stop and go. Kicks it to Shelton. Shelton drives. Nice kick out to Sawyer for 3. No good. And the rebound controlled by number 30, Reagan Decker. I believe that was. Might have been 20, actually.
That was, yeah.
Chelsea Pettigrew, I believe. Yeah, it was Pettigrew. She's out there with Farber, Cormany, Martinez, and number 30, Reagan Decker. Columbia City having a hard time running their offense right now as Norwell's in their man-to-man. Cormany, good bump, can't get the shot to go, and Shelton will head the other way. Shelton kick out to Sawyer in the corner. She'll reset the offense.
Be interesting to see how this game will be called in the second half now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it changes.
Sawyer got to the rim again. Conrad with the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback.
At this point, this game is very similar to the way the Warsaw game was played.
Yeah.
Now, that game wasn't called near as tight, but Norwell failing to finish at the rim. Now, they had good looks from outside as well. They just can't finish. Both of them are on the road, so it happens sometimes. But like we talked about, to be a really good team, you have to be able to overcome adversity, overcome a bad shooting night, and still come out with the win on the road.
Conrad, with her second free throw, makes it a 1-point Norwell lead. So that brief couple of minutes that Columbia City had the lead. That was their first of the game at about the 5.5-minute mark, 6-minute mark. Norwell now in their trap again. Holly Martinez looking for help up top. Shelton guarding her. Leaves it for Farber. Farber throws it away. It'll be Norwell's basketball. And Amy Shear wants a quick timeout. Believe it'll be of the 30-second variety. It is. Norwell up 23-22. We'll be right back.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
6:21 on the clock here in the third quarter. Norwell with the basketball after the Columbia City turnover. They'll have to go the length of the floor. Casey Strunk will handle it. A lot of fouls out there, obviously. Strunk with 2, Sawyer with 2. Roller, I think, also has 2. Shelton has 3.
Yeah.
As Strunk looking for help. Leaves it for Conrad. That'll be Sawyer in the wing for the Knights, and she buries a three-pointer. Boy, that's a big shot for Norwell. Their first of the game. There's another turnover. Strunk will head the other way. Oh, great pass to Shelton, and a quick 5 points for the Knights. They're on a 7-point run here to start the second half. That's almost stolen away by Shelton. Farber gets it to Cormany in the corner. Now back to Farber. Underneath. That's Pettigrew. Looking for help is Decker. And now Martinez will settle in up top. That's pitched off. Good anticipation by Shelton. Shelton gets it up ahead to Strunk.
Oh, nice bounce.
That worked out well for the Knights. And just like that, Norwell, boy, what a couple of great adjustments Coach Thornton has made.
9 points in a row.
And nothing like hitting a couple of shots won't cure. As Cormany's trapped in the corner and throws it away. That'll be Norwell's basketball.
And
we talked about Norwell extending their defense, Derek.
That's what they're doing right now.
They really are with that 1-3-1 trap just above the 10-second line, and they're really getting to the corners to put pressure on the basketball.
Yeah, it's been great energy so far by the Lady Knights, both defensively and on the fast break in the second half.
Roller, good pump fake into the lane. She's hammered, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. We'll see.
It's Decker, and it's her third.
Okay. I thought Cormany might have gotten her there. Yeah, it does.
It was Cormany. Okay, it's her third.
Second team foul against the Eagles here in the second half. Norwell yet to draw a foul. as Roller knocks down her first one. I'll tell you what, scoring is contagious. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
And probably the big shot in that sequence was Mackenzie Sawyer's three. As Roller makes it a 10-point Norwell lead.
Wow, just like that.
Bella Krieg checking in for Columbia City. And again, Norwell extending their defense into the backcourt. Quinn Shelton picking up at the opposite top of the key against Farber. Farber now into the front court, looking for help and double dribbled.
Okay.
Yep.
That's 18 turnovers now for the Lady Eagles, just 5 for the Knights to this point. And that's telling. I mean, in the first half it was 13-5. You'd think that this game would be in control by the Lady Knights, but now Stephanie drives to the basket and can't get it to go.
Good rebound, though, and a foul's going to be called against Columbia City. Norwell playing with a level of energy that Columbia City just cannot match right now. Columbia City with 5 turnovers here in the second half, 3 fouls and 0 on the scoreboard. That was called on Farber as Conrad knocks down her first one. Madison Dunicle replaced Quinn Shelton. Quinn was the only Norwell player out there with 3 fouls. Conrad's second, no good. Rebound controlled by Decker. Excuse me, that's not Decker, that's Pettigrew. I get her and Decker mixed up. Nice pass underneath to Pettigrew. And Pettigrew able to convert the first basket of the second half for the Eagles. Quickly the other way, Casey Strunk. Dunick on the wing. Boy, she's got to be more careful with her passes. As good defensive play there by Farber, almost picked it off. Now Sawyer crosses over. Sawyer's going to draw the foul. Here's the other thing I'm seeing with Norwell's offense, Derek, against the man-to-man. Much better spacing so far in the second half. They were getting clogged up, which allowed those double teams to happen. Norwell will have it underneath their own basket. 3:53 left here in the third.
Oh. Gave it to her twice.
And she needs to get it in. As it's batted into the backcourt, Mackenzie Sawyer will bring it across the line. Good defense by Darian Farber there. Sawyer, now Roller. Roller on the left wing, leaves it for Strunk. Strunk testing the water in the lane. Kicks it out to Dunick. Dunick on the right wing, leaves it for Strunk. Strunk into the lane, travels. Yep, she sure did. She picked up her pivot foot, looking for the backdoor cut, which was well defended by Columbia City. As we've got a substitute.
34, Madison Hanson.
Yep, Madison Hanson, her first time in there. She's played a lot of the JV game as well. She's a junior. The pass underneath to Krieg, and a good play there as Krieg on the slip screen gets to the block and makes it a 7-point Norwell lead. Sawyer into the lane. Conrad with the turnaround. Can't get it to go. That bounced 5 times on the rim. 3 minutes now to go here in the quarter. Martinez spins into the lane, launches a 17-footer, not close. And Mackenzie Sawyer is going to be fouled on the defensive rebound.
No fouls called on the Lady Knights to this point, and Hanson picks up her first foul.
Shelton checks back in. Roller sits down for the Knights. 2:52 left. Mackenzie, I think, got one of those deep muscle knocks there. She was kind of holding the front of her thigh, but she's staying in. Seems to be okay. Strunk will handle it for Norwell. That is a dangerous pass. I don't like that pass, as Sawyer could not get the drive shot to go down. Heading the other way, Columbia City. Martinez slows things down for Columbia City. They're going to run a high set here with Martinez handling it. She'll get into the lane. Nice kick to Krieg.
All of a sudden, this game is back to just 5 points, and this game goes both ways.
Columbia City doing a good job of not folding.
Yeah, and they're not trying to get it all back in one time. They're really trying to chip away at this lead.
Wow. And now a foul's going to be called. That'll go on Madison Hanson.
That's her second.
16 fouls.
Yeah, the next one will put him in the bonus already.
As Columbia City playing very aggressive, and the officiating really hasn't changed. Sawyer chases it down in the backcourt after losing the handle. She'll get into the lane, leave it for Dunnick. Dunnick will reset for the Knights. Boy,
wow.
Sawyer now on the left side being guarded by Martinez. Drives, nice kick out. Conrad for three, no good. Rebound, batted around, and another foul's going to be called. We'll see whose this is against. It'll go on Martinez.
It's her third.
Team seventh. Norwell has yet to have a foul called against them. And I'll tell you why that's happening, Derek, because Norwell's getting position now on the rebounding
That's
end.
right. Much better of doing blocking out. Just the tactics are better. The real fundamental basketball. It comes down to fundamentals sometimes. And when you block out, you get the rebound.
Well, checking in for Columbia City will be Natalia Johnson. She'll replace Martinez, and Martinez was a big factor in keeping Columbia City close.
Right.
So that's an important foul, her third, as Strunk, shooting the free throws, knocks down the first one. She'll try to get Norwell's lead back up to 7 here with 1:37 left. And she does not. Casey's struggling from the free throw line tonight. She shot a lot of them and made 50%. Nice pass underneath. And
I think the foul's going to be before the shot. Yep, it's on Dunnick.
The first foul on Norwell.
And the crowd roars.
Yeah, well, and I understand it.
Yep.
It's the first foul called on Norwell here in the second
Dunnick's
half.
fourth foul. That's very notable. Lindy Dial checks in. Mackenzie
Also,
Sawyer checks
back in, yeah. As Shelton took a seat, as did Dunnick with 4. Trying to inbound, and it's thrown away. Casey Strunk comes up with it. Well, there she sees Conrad. Great pass. Conrad with a left-handed layup. Boy, what an excellent pass from Casey Strunk.
Yep.
Showed off some softball skills there as she fired it 3/4 of the court. Krieg travels, no call. Excuse me, that's not Krieg.
That's Johnson.
That's Natalia Johnson. Is that her first basket, Derek?
It is.
Still a 6-point lead here for the Knights. Sawyer will launch a quick three and bury it. Coach
Timeout.
Thornton will use a third timeout. It's a 30. We'll take it along with them and be back. The Knights up by 9.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Oh, another big three from Mackenzie Sawyer there, Derek.
Yeah, that's right. She found it in rhythm. It looked to be a little bit of a quick shot in the offensive set, but when it's there and you can make it in rhythm, why not?
She's feeling it. She gives the Knights a 9-point lead.
Yeah,
under a minute to go.
She's got 8 to her credit herself.
Columbia City throws it away again. Dial gets it up ahead to Strunk. Strunk, as the Pat tries to drive. I thought she was going to pass that ball to Kaylee Roller. And a foul's going to be called on Columbia City, the 8th team foul on the Eagles. Madison Hanson, who's not been on the floor much more than about 3 minutes, has 3 fouls. Strunk shooting a pair. Gets the first one to go this time. She's changed her pattern here in the second half.
Reversed pattern.
We'll see if she can knock down 2. And she does.
Hey.
First time she's hit 2 all night. She shot a lot of free throws.
Yeah, she's taken 10 of them. She's 6 for 10 now.
40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Knights back in the trap, and Strunk kicks it away, so it'll remain Columbia City's ball. Inbounding for the Eagles is Reagan Decker out there. Decker, a senior, just a couple of them on the team. As almost coming up with the steal was Strunk. It'll remain Columbia City's ball here on the near side. Casey really playing with a lot of defensive intensity here in the second half. As the inbounds made. Pass now to Decker inside, wide open. And I'm not sure how Natalia Johnson is getting that wide open. But the Knights lead back down to 9. Good kick out, Sawyer in rhythm.
Oh, she's going to,
no
went
good
over.
This time.
Looked from here like she was going to get that bounce.
We can't tell the depth of that.
Nope.
14.7 on the clock.
That might be big. I thought maybe Norwell was going to hold for one. I think that might have been the wise decision, but now Columbia City can get a basket before the quarter.
And a foul's going to be called as Van Houten falls to the court. The foul will go on Strunk. That's her third.
Just the team's second.
8.7 on the clock. Up top, as losing the ball was Pettigrew. A jump ball is going to be called, and it'll remain Columbia City's with 2.4 on the clock. Pettigrew having a hard time making any forward progress there. Inbounds pass again to her, and it'll be off the hands of Van Houten and out of bounds to end the third quarter. Norwell, with a solid third quarter of play, takes a 9-point lead into the break. We'll take a break ourselves and be back after these words from our sponsors.
376, 79.
Well, welcome back to Columbia City along with Derek Decker, Greg Van Meter bringing you the audio-only action tonight. And it's been a while since I've done audio-only, Derek.
Yeah, and that's the variety you're going to get next week as well, this coming week with both boys and girls action. Got 4 games. Tomorrow night, Southern Wells, the guys team takes a trip down to Southern Wells. And
that game should be on video.
Yes, it should be. And then next week, the boys play Eastbrook and DeKalb, both at home. The girls host Homestead and travel to DeKalb. And all 4 of those will be audio only.
Yeah, and you'll be listening to Derek Decker and Noah Tobias calling those basketball games. As Sawyer unable to save that pass from Shelton. Quinn Shelton back in there for the Knights. The original starters back out there for Coach Thornton. And now they're in that trap again with Shelton up top, which is so effective to start the second half. That's kind of the key right there, that center pass. Holly Martinez back out there for the Eagles. She'll launch a 3. No good. Able to pull down the rebound, though, is Krieg, and the Eagles will reset. Krieg has been a force rebounding tonight. At 5'10", oh, nice steal by Shelton. She'll head the other way and throw it away. She was trying to get it to Casey Strunk. Probably should have kept that one herself, Derek.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a little bit of a wild pass. Like the idea, but there's too much risk on that one.
Yep. Norwell extending that trap into the backcourt. Cormany, cross-court pass. Now Martinez up top. Martinez looking for help as Farber not in the game right now for Columbia City. Almost another steal. It's on the floor again. It'll be Norwell's basketball as it's off the fingertips of Elise Cormany. Another turnover.
22 of them for the Lady Eagles.
Boy, if Norwell had shot anywhere near their normal percentage.
Oh, yeah, they're shooting 26%.
They're up by 30 right now. Shelton into the lane. Oh, my goodness, that looked like a pretty clean block by Chelsea Pettigrew. That'll go, actually it's called on Cormany. That'll be her 4th. And the next one will put the Knights in the double bonus with 6:42 left. Shelton's first free throw is good. Now Farber's back in there for Columbia City. That should help their ball handling as Shelton able to knock down a pair of free throws. 11-point Norwell lead.
It's worth noting, there's a turnover. Nope, it's going to go back to Columbia City on the jump ball. But it's worth noting that in the third quarter, the Knights had 20 points and they only had 21 in the first half.
Yeah. Boy, great hustle there by Kaylee Roller diving on the floor to get that tie up. Now full court pressure from the Knights, and they're going to call a foul.
It's on Sawyer.
On Mackenzie Sawyer.
For a reach before the inbounds pass came in.
Yeah. Third foul on Mackenzie. The long inbounds pass is caught by Pettigrew as she had to come back. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That's 4 on Casey Strunk.
Well, here's how I'll accurately describe that play. Farber on the drive, tripped over her feet, fell down.
And called a foul.
And they called a foul on Casey Strunk. That's her 4th.
Who didn't make contact,
no.
And regardless had her hands in the air.
No. And we had a really good angle on it.
Did.
We could see that there was space between the two bodies. Krieg underneath, blocked by Shelton. We'll see who that foul goes against.
It's going to be on Shelton. And that's...
Oh, my goodness gracious. Quinn Shelton.
You're fine.
Not close to the offensive player.
Wow.
Called for her 4th foul. Wow, what a horrible call. As Bella Krieg goes to the line.
It's unbelievable. Shelton is upset with herself, but there's nothing she can do.
Yeah, it was a clean block.
Sure.
Lindy Dial checks in, replacing Quinn. Also taking a seat for Columbia City, Natalia Johnson. Cormany back in there with 4 fouls as that miss rebounded by Dunnick, I believe. Kaylee Roller will be handling things up top with Strunk out. She leaves it for Sawyer. Sawyer being guarded by Martinez. She can beat her all day long to the basket. Dunnick on the kick. Sawyer will reset. 6:10 left in this one. Norwell up by 10. Dunnick thought about the 3, won't take it. Now Dial. Sawyer will launch the 3, short. Rebound controlled. And now a foul is going to be called on Conrad as the rebound was controlled by Pettigrew. Pettigrew, a 5'10" junior.
That's Conrad's first foul.
That's amazing.
It is.
Early in the season, Stephanie was the one that was getting in early foul trouble.
The next one will put them in the bonus. The Knights are already in the double bonus. Or they will be on the next foul,
right.
I guess.
Yep, good call. 5:48 to go. Norwell back to the man-to-man as Farber handles it against Sawyer, looking for help. And a 5-second call.
That's
What's
like
he
6
waiting
seconds.
On?
Oh, he called a travel.
Jiminy Christmas. 7 seconds held by the Columbia City player. Finally, he calls it, and Norwell gets the basketball back, leading by 10. As
23
Sawyer
turnovers
into the front court. Now Conrad, nice spin into the lane, lays it up
nice
and in.
Move. Great move by Stephanie Conrad. She's got her 15th point.
Switched hands. Very smooth move there by Stephanie Conrad. Farber up top, being guarded by Dunnick. Dunnick leaves it for Martinez. Martinez being guarded by Dial. Works with the left hand, throws it up, scores.
Lindy came across the arm. That's why that foul was called.
Yep. And that'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Martinez. Yeah, you can't bring your hands down like that as a defender. That's going to be called every time. Martinez will try to cut Norwell's lead to 9. Holly does so. Norwell up 45-36 with 5 minutes now to go in this one.
Yeah, they've got firm control of this game. The question is, can they run out the clock, get some good possessions, and a couple good baskets?
Dunnick thought about the three. Instead, she drives, throws up a wild shot, and Columbia City will head the other way. That's Farber up top, almost stolen by Dunnick underneath. Pettigrew finds Cormany. Cormany couldn't get the shot to go, and Dial tries to get it to Roller. Cormany knocked it out of bounds. A couple of subs for the Knights. Quinn Shelton's going to come back in with 4 fouls, as is Casey Strunk, with 4.5 minutes left. Those two are going to have to be careful if they want to stay in this one. Columbia City picking up now in the backcourt. No real pressure, really.
Yeah, everybody on the everybody on the floor now has a foul, with the exception of Kaylee Roller.
Shelton.
Oh, double dribble.
Yep, she did. I think she wanted to pass that to Sawyer and changed her mind at the last minute.
It's just the 9th turnover, though, for the Lady Knights, and that's
Not bad.
Pretty good number.
It really is. Martinez will bring it into the front court, and the trap is awaiting her. She gets through it, looks underneath. Freed's fouled and scores. Mackenzie Sawyer reached in.
And that's her 4th. Yeah, this is going to be a problem down the stretch here. 3 players now have 4 fouls. They're going to have to be real careful on defense.
And 3 of them starters for the Knights.
But the other 2 have 1 between the 2 of them.
Right.
So.
Krieg will try to make it a 3-point play and makes it a 6-point Norwell lead. So Norwell, who is up by as many as 11.
Yeah, this game not over by any stretch.
Oh, no. Columbia City bringing some pressure on the inbounds pass. Strunk, she can beat Martinez all day long. Shelton into the lane. No foul called, as credited with the block was Pettigrew.
And then that's too quick of a shot for the Lady Knights. They have to be more patient. They got to realize that they're up 6 here, up 2 possessions, and it's actually 2 threes, which they have not been common tonight.
No,
and you have to take a quality shot.
Martinez forces it in, and it's a 4-point game.
Martinez gets her 12th point of the game.
Strunk working on Martinez. Coach
Timeout called.
Wants a timeout.
It's got to be a full one.
I've only got him for 1 left, Eric.
That's right.
Well, we'll take it along with Coach and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
Hyundai Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HyundaiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles.
Well, Columbia City storming back over the last couple of minutes. They were down 11. They're down 4. Norwell will have the basketball at half court. The starters out there for the Knights, and all but 1 have 4 fouls, I believe. Well, no, Roller doesn't have 4 fouls.
And Conrad only has 1.
Right.
But Sawyer, Shelton, and Strunk all have 4. For Columbia City, Cormany has 4, and Farber and Martinez have 3. Oh, no.
Roller didn't handle the pass.
Oh.
Sawyer got nothing but
ball.
Oh,
my.
There was no foul there, as Mackenzie Sawyer streaked in front of Martinez, took the basketball away from her, and they're going to foul out Mackenzie Sawyer.
And this
horrible call.
You know, the foul count was 8-0, and all of a sudden it's 9-9.
Yeah. That's really a shame. As Mackenzie Sawyer made a great play to steal that ball away from Martinez.
And I don't know who checked in. Oh, it was Dunnick.
Dunnick checked back in. She's got 4 fouls.
Yeah. Wow. But it's a big miss from Martinez on that first free throw.
Martinez will try to make it a 3-point lead for the Knights. She does. And the Eagles just would not go away. Now, granted, the fouls really started mounting up on Norwell.
Oh, nice move by Casey Strunk.
After they took an 11-point lead, which is pretty typical over here. Nice play by Casey there to get Norwell's lead back up to 2 possessions.
In addition, the Knights weren't taking quality shots when they had the chance.
Farber traveled.
And then a timeout gets called for Columbia City.
I'm really disturbed by what we're seeing here right now. It's a full timeout.
Yep, that's all he's got left, or she's got left, sorry.
All right, we'll take it as well and be right back. Norwell up by 5, 2:45 to go.
La 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 la.
Hey Jane, what are you so happy about?
Well, I am happy and excited for Christmas this year. Don't you realize that we have the best selection of gifts at Daniel's Jewelers this Christmas?
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. And Jane's right. Daniel's Jewelers can help you with the gifts she'll really want this Christmas.
You can't go wrong with diamonds, shimmering pendants, tennis bracelets, or the new Together diamonds when 1 + 1 makes us. You can choose the latest silver fashions and our SteelX line, stainless steel jewelry under $100.
If you're tired of all the high pressure at the mall or someone trying to sell you a designer name rather than a quality piece of jewelry at an affordable price, come and experience Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on Highway 1 just north of Lowe's.
Daniel's Jewelers, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Columbia City will have the basketball with 2:45 to go. Martinez inbounding.
Oh, the Knights were ready for it. They tried to run a Lady Knights play there.
There's a pass inside, and Krieg again able to get it up and in.
Krieg gets 14th point on that basket.
And they've all been layups.
Yeah.
Kaylee Roller out front. She's had some trouble handling the basketball tonight.
The Knights need a quality shot on this possession.
Running that little weave up top with Casey Strunk having the ball right now.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Lady Knights be patient here.
Absolutely. No need to be in a rush. Strunk up top with the left hand, leaves it for Roller.
This game being played very similar to last year. The Knights had a lead, a big lead, and the Eagles took a charge back, and it's relatively low scoring.
Under 2 minutes, Strunk finds Shelton up top.
Just a
bumped by Pettigrew.
Pettigrew has her 3rd foul. Shelton will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Both teams in the double bonus.
As you can tell by the little, whatever it is, the little notch above the score.
Yeah, the little tab. I'm assuming that's bigger on the screens at home.
Yeah, it's real hard to see here.
Quinn Good on her first one. It's a very small screen that we look at. Shelton's second one long.
Nope.
The rebound to Martinez, and she'll bring it up herself into the front court. Norwell in the trap.
What is this?
And maybe it was off.
Must have gone out of bounds. Yep.
He called a kick. So Columbia City with the basketball. Minute 45 left. That's Farber up top. Martinez on the wing looking for help. Long cross-court pass out of bounds.
That's a huge turnover.
Yep.
Huge turnover. And they've been aplenty for the Lady Eagles. They've had 24.
A minute 38 left. Dunnick will inbound. She gets it into Roller. Roller being guarded closely by Cormany. Kaylee handling it up top, being bumped by Cormany. No call. Now Shelton. She'll leave it for Strunk. Strunk.
Once again, no need to rush if you're Norwell. There's a foul. That's Farber's 4th.
Farber just got tired of chasing Casey and grabbed her around the waist.
And now it comes down to free throw shooting. I think the Lady Knights, they don't know who the foul was on. And the Lady Knights have to knock down free throws down the stretch.
Foul was on number 10.
It's on Farber.
Yeah, as it was they were the only two people in the general vicinity of the action. A minute 23 left. Coach Thornton's saying, hey, why isn't that an intentional foul?
Yeah,
you know
she just
what?
turned around and grabbed, kind of pulled on the jersey.
He's got a legitimate point, as Strunk's first one is good.
Yeah, the Columbia City student section is relatively quiet.
Well, and they're relatively gone, as they apparently took off at halftime. Strunk with a couple big free throws.
That looks like an Indiana football game.
Right. Farber handling it up top. Norwell still in the trap. She travels again, no call. Now it's Martinez. She's in the trap looking for help. Shelton almost took it away from her. Strunk guarding closely. Underneath, that's Cormany. Cormany puts it up, misses. The rebound off of Cormany, and it remains Columbia City's ball.
Wow.
Amy Shearer will take another timeout here.
It's got to be a full one.
1 minute left. We'll take it along with her and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
One minute left on the clock here at Columbia City.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and reset the game for you. Both teams are in the double bonus. Each team has one timeout left. The Knights lead by 6, and the possession arrow belongs to Norwell.
A ridiculously long game tonight as Cormany gets loose underneath. Nice inbounds play there.
Yeah, now the full court pressure being applied.
Martinez bumping roller up the court.
Nice pass. Oh!
And Maddie Dunnick couldn't get it to go.
It's a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Knights, and that is a break.
Well, you got to hit that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Good play by Roller to find Dunnick.
That's Decker checking back in for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, she's not been on the floor much here in the second half. It is 20-10 here at Columbia City.
Wow, and
now,
there's a foul.
In contrast, that's called on Farber as she can't keep up with Strunk again and just grabbed her. She'll foul out now with that one. On Wednesday night, Derek, I was home at 9:15.
Oh, yeah.
After a post-game show and a 10-minute drive.
And the buzzer went off during the free throw. I don't know if that basket's going to count. Yeah, it counts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know who checked in. That's 30 or 24.
Martinez
checked in.
Strunk with another pair of free throws. Norwell's lead back up to 6. Martinez underneath. That's Decker. Loses the basketball. It'll be on the floor. It'll remain the Eagles. As Decker, this one of two seniors, and really neither one of them have played that much. Natalia Johnson, the other one. She did have a couple of baskets. Almost thrown away. Pettigrew double
dribbled.
Right in front of us.
That's 25 turnovers.
Wow. Kaylee Roller set to inbound in a late substitution here by Coach Shear.
Bales for Krieg.
First time Bales has been in there
for a long time.
A long time, maybe in the second half. You know, when you're open, just go to the basketball.
That's a foul.
Conrad fouled by both Pettigrew and Bales. We'll see who they call it against.
It's going to be on Pettigrew on the reach around.
Okay.
If it is, it's her fourth. If it's on Bales, it's just her third. And it is on Pettigrew.
So we're up we got to be pushing at least 45 fouls at this point. Stephanie Conrad will shoot a pair with 31 seconds left.
21 and 23, yeah, or 22, I guess.
Okay, 43. Conrad good on the first one. That's a big one because that makes it a 3-possession game with 30 seconds left, 31.1 to be exact. Kaylee Roller on this end of the floor protecting the basket as Stephanie couldn't get them both to go. But that first one was the key. Trying to drive, thrown away.
Out of bounds.
Stepping on the line was Bales. It'll be Norwell's basketball. Full court pressure. There goes
Conrad is
Conrad wide open. Roller didn't see her. And Strunk is going to be fouled by Martinez.
That's her fourth. Just got a alert from my ticker. Pacers defeated the Heat tonight, 96-83.
That's not too difficult, though, these days, is it?
It's not. No, it's not. But it's the first time, I think, in the last 7 the Pacers have not hit the 100-point mark.
Wow. I did watch a little bit of NBA basketball last night. Watched the Clippers get beat. They got beat as their who's their big center that does the got thrown
Blake.
out of the game.
Yeah, for slapping.
That was a bad call. Strunk good on both free throws, and she's warmed up in the second half from the free throw line.
And if she knocks down all her free throws, she's pushing 25 points.
Yeah.
She's got 16.
Martinez the other way. Throws it out of bounds. It'll be Norwell's basketball with 12.1 on the clock.
The turnover count is unbelievable. And to think that they're still in the game, that's just how bad Norwell shot.
Chris Shelton the other way. She'll pull it up. Good decision.
That's going to do it. And
5 on the clock. 3 now. 2, 1. Shelton will hold it. And that'll be the basketball game. Norwell holds on to win 55-46. Norwell goes to 2-0 in the conference. Columbia City falls to 0-2. Norwell 9-0 overall. Columbia City now 2-7. We'll take a break, set up the scoreboard, some stats for you, and be back after these words from our sponsors.
At Warren Pharmacy, we offer local delivery, accept hundreds of prescription insurance plans, offer special ordering for hard-to-find items, have home health care and convalescent supplies, stock Nature's Bounty, Windmill, and basic vitamins, and Nature's Sunshine nutritional products, along with many other services provided. Warren Pharmacy, 222 North Wayne Street in Warren. You can reach them toll-free at 800-895-7035. Warren Pharmacy, we're big enough to meet your needs, yet small enough to know your name.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Christmas puts a special glow in the eyes of children, giving parents and grandparents a lifetime of precious memories. Christmas means brightly wrapped presents, colorful lights, pine cones, and candles. These Christmas thoughts are sent to you with best wishes and a happy holiday from everyone at First Bank of Bern. Your patronage during the past year has been deeply appreciated, and First Bank of Bern looks forward to serving you in the new year. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Columbia City in the post-game show. Another Norwell victory. They moved to 9-0 on the season, Derek, and not as easy as we thought it might be, nor Harrell thought it might be. He predicted a 20-point win for the Knights tonight, but as we talked about throughout this one, it is tough to win on this Columbia City floor.
Yeah, we talked about the surroundings, just the general atmosphere. We talked about the lighting in here. There's a ton of contributing factors. And a really tightly called game both ways. A lot of free throws. This game took forever, but and they didn't shoot well at all, as you can see. I think they shot 27% from the field. That's 13 for 49. But their scoring came from 27 of 37 from the line for 73%, and they shot 18 for 22, which is a really good number in the second half. Down the stretch, in a 55-46 win. We'll get to some individual stats for you. We'll start out with the Columbia City Lady Eagles. 46 points. They out-rebounded the Knights 29-18. They had 27 turnovers. They were 18 of 41 from the field for 44%. 1 of 3 from three-point line for 33%. And 17 of 38 inside for 45%. 9 of 18 from the line for 50%. Individually, Darian Farber had 2 points and 3 rebounds. Chelsea Pettigrew had 5 points and 4 rebounds. Elise Cormany had 6 points and 5 rebounds. Holly Martinez had 13 points and 3 rebounds. Reagan Decker had 2 rebounds. Morgan Bales had 2 points and 5 rebounds. Natalia Johnson had 4 points and a rebound. And Bella Krieg had 14 points and 6 rebounds for a team total of 46. For your Norwell Lady Knights in a win, they had 18 rebounds, 10 turnovers, 27 of 37 from the free throw line. That's their key stat. 13 of 49 from the field for 27%, 2 of 11 from the three-point line for 18%, and 11 of 38 inside for 29%. Individually, Mackenzie Sawyer had 8 points and a rebound. Madison Dunnick had 2 points and 4 rebounds. Kaylee Roller had 6 points and a rebound. Stephanie Conrad had 16 points, 8 rebounds. Quinn Shelton had 7 points and a rebound and was in foul trouble the entire night. Casey Strunk had 16 points and 3 assists. Lindy Dial had 2 rebounds. And Logan Rouse played for a moment in the second quarter. She used up all 5 quarters as she played really hard in the JV game.
Yeah, she did.
And she was 0 for 1. She fired a 3 and didn't hit it. Score by quarters, which is interesting tonight. The Lady Knights outscored the Eagles 14-8 in the first quarter. And it was the other way around, 14-7 in the second quarter. Norwell outscored them 20-10 in the third and 14 apiece in the fourth. Shows they had 21 points in the first half and then 20 points in the third quarter. They came out with a fierce defensive intensity, applied full court pressure for a good chunk of the second half, and then a lot of that resulted in fast break points, which Norwell is a faster team than Columbia City, and they got up and down the floor better, resulting in points off turnovers. And in all, not a good shooting night again, but they got a way to win on the road, and that's what you have to do when you're a good team.
Yeah, and really the key sequence was scoring the first 9 points of the second half. I really felt like that was the telling point of this basketball game. I think Coach Thornton is heading our way here. Derek, we'll give him a headset for a few minutes, and then we'll talk. So be thinking about the player of the game.
I got you.
As head coach Eric Thornton joining us here at the end of the court. And, Coach, I'm not going to keep you long because it's already 10-10. I was already home in bed Wednesday night.
A lot of whistles tonight.
I believe 44 fouls called tonight after, I think, 15 on Wednesday evening.
Right.
Always an enjoyable thing to watch. And a tough one tonight for you. Columbia City played very aggressive, I thought, tonight. They did a great job on especially their offensive rebounding.
Yeah, very relentless. Their kids play hard. They're athletic. They're just very active. And their effort is always going to be that way. Amy's going to coach. She's going to coach that. The girls are going to provide good effort constantly. It's a rivalry. They're not going to back down. Neither are we. And so it was close to having control of the game a couple times. Yeah. And then stuff happened, and so you just play through it, and you just have to keep moving forward. I know our players did a good job of that tonight. Our coaching staff has got to do the same thing and moving our kids forward to the next thing. We had a really good halftime. It was very positive. I was really proud of the group right before halftime. Who would have thought that we would have had Logan, Alexa, Lindy, and then I think we had Kaylee and I can't remember the fifth right there.
That's right.
But that group did a really good job of just keeping us in it, getting it to one. We just tried to weather the storm there a little bit, and that group, the starters, came back out in the third quarter and really did such a nice job. Mm-hmm. And then it got all muddied up again, and then you just go, okay, what do we need to do? And so we're just trying to move forward in games like that. We certainly would like to play better at times and a little bit smarter. But a lot of that credit goes to Columbia City, too.
Yeah, they did a good job with their man-to-man after seeing a lot of zone the last couple of weeks. They were very consistent in applying a man-to-man defense all night long.
Yeah, they did. They played physical. They really did a good job of pressuring out top and trying to level the ball off. And, the more patient we were, the more success we had. And if we can hit multiple sides of the floor, any offense would say that. Dribble drive's no different. If we can hit multiple sides, eventually we're going to get what we want.
Yeah, and that really, I thought, was evident tonight, especially in the later stages of the game after the term I think you used was muddied up.
Yeah.
It was evident, whether through your influence or just the influence of the scene, however, probably a combination of both, that really slowed things down, kind of took a deep breath, ran some really good sets.
Yeah, a lot of credit goes to our seniors for stuff like that, and Kaylee's done a good job too of taking ownership when she's got to run the show out there. And I'm proud of our kids. There was no panic. We wavered a little bit a couple times, but this group does such a nice job of, in certain situations, understanding what has to happen.
Yeah.
And, an experienced group like this ought to be that way. And, when you've got seniors as good as this, they're not going to let you lose.
Well, 9-0 now on the season, Coach. I've got to take a little break from you here over the next week as I head to Cancun tomorrow. I'm going to miss the games. But I'm counting on you to keep the streak going.
We will. We're excited about it. We're looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
We know we have two really big games.
That's right.
We're the only program from the existing conference that kept Homestead on the schedule. And I told our kids, just play that game Wednesday. Don't try to play the game before that day.
Right.
Let's get there and let's be tough and let's do it, you know, and let's get better from it. And so we're excited to play a really, really good team like Homestead. Our kids are 9-0. We're excited. We've had some tough games. I told them it's not going to be easy. It's never going to be that way. That's not the game of basketball. And we just don't want to forget that Saturday is a super important game for us to get to 3-0 up at DeKalb, and that's not going to be easy as well. So tough week for us next week. We're going to find out a lot about ourselves.
Yeah.
And I want to tell my twins tonight, Avery and Maddox, turned 5 today.
All right.
And we're holding off the party till tomorrow because of the game.
Okay.
So I appreciate them, and we're excited for them turning 5. And it's going to be a big day tomorrow at our house.
That's awesome. The Big 5.
The Big 5. Yeah.
That's great. We'll have a great time, Coach.
Thanks a lot,
Thanks
Greg.
for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Derek. See you guys.
Congratulations to the twins. 5 years old. Woo! That's a big number. All right. Derek will wrap things up. here from Columbia City. Of course, with our last order of business is naming a player of the game. What are you thinking?
And it's really tough tonight.
There's
two players that come to mind, but I'm not on the hook here since I usually do guys games,
That's
so
true.
I am risk-free. Stephanie Conrad and Casey Strunk both come to mind. I have debated, and I'm not going to go with my gut feeling because my gut feeling was Stephanie Conrad, and I'm going with Casey Strunk.
Casey Strunk would be my choice as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 12 for 16 from the line. She overcame 3 of 6 from the line in the first half, and then she was 9 of 10 in the second half. She did a great job of attacking the rim, getting to the rim, and then getting to the foul line, and then for the most part making her free throws. At 75%, that's an acceptable number. That's kind of the target you shoot for in the 70s. She had 3 assists to her credit as well. And she played with 4 fouls for a long time in the second half.
Yep.
So.
And that's really the telling thing for me. I don't want to take away anything from Stephanie because I think Stephanie had a great night as well. And nobody played badly tonight. But the reality is Casey was a force on both ends of the floor. And when she had to come back in with 4.5 minutes left and play with 4 fouls and stay in there, I thought she really did a good job of just controlling the things going on around her.
That's right. And, we're definitely going with Casey Strunk. Stephanie Conrad definitely gets a runner-up. I mean, she did a good job attacking the rim, too. I'd like to see her finish a little bit more around the rim because I know she can be there. A couple of them were really in and out. But
what's going on out there?
I have no idea what's going on. It looks like picture day is occurring.
Well, in any case, Casey Strunk tonight, your New Holland Tri-County player of the game. We're going to bug out of here. I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Excellent.
So
sounds fun.
One more time, your final from Columbia City. Norwell 55, the Eagles 46 for Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter saying good night, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.